What is up, Pyromaniacs? Pyrostasis here. We're back in the world 1.122 pack. Hang on, I gotta fix this. I have this turned off while I work, because otherwise it'll drive me absolutely batshit insane. I've basically been, like I've been telling you guys, been using myself as a chunk loader. Couple things I need to do. First off, I want to give a big shout out to Joseph Krug. He came up with the idea to move from, well, I mean, it wasn't his idea. He stole it from Direwolf 20. So, Direwolf, he stole your shout out. Not that you need a shout out from me, but he stole it. And I noticed, and I cared. And I got your back, Mr. D20. Anyways, Joseph Craig told me to switch from essences to blocks, which drastically increases the effectiveness. So just to show you guys, like if I click here, this used to take absolutely forever to tabulate, like 2 or 3 minutes. And now it's still taking forever, but it's a lot more snappy. A lot more snappy. You're making me a liar, Emmy. Motherfucker. Anyways, it does produce a little bit quicker because it does entire blocks instead of individual units. So you get 8 at a time instead of 1. And I don't know what the hell is going on with this thing. It may be because this pack has literally been running for like 3 days straight. So that could be it. I don't know. What is... Okay, yeah, I'm sorry, guys. That's going to just drive me nuts, so we're going to turn it off for now. I know there's mufflers. I know I can put them. I'm not going to build a bunch of muffler upgrades just to kick all that on. Okay. What I am doing, though, is I'm slowly filling all of these up so I don't have to worry about it anymore. I did lose this again, and I know what causes it now, which is why we have a chunk loader here set to 25 chunks, which is 25 chunks in all directions, which should keep my... I don't know if I can show you guys a visual of that. Can I show lasers? There we go. So that shows it goes all the way out to about here. Okay, not quite. So the good news is it will keep all of the production of the stuff. Now it's funny because this is supposed to be 25 chunks. This is not 25 chunks at all. This is 1, 2, 3 chunks, which is, I don't get, because radius is 3 and then it says 25 chunks. So if I turn it up to 4, now it's 49 chunks, except it's not. Now it's just the farm. So I'm going to kick it up 1 more. There we go. 81 chunks. And that should cover the farm. It does. Okay, farm is covered. So the farm will now run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, whether I'm in or not, motherfucker. Now these used to require... Well, they used to be free like this. And then they... Oh, it's cool. You can go to a square. All right, well, we're just going to get off this. Let me hide the lasers. And then get off the chunks. There we go. Back in the day, I think these used to require some kind of fuel. But anyways, the reason I found this out is I had to go out and do some diamonds. And I wanted to show you guys this now that this is chunk loaded. And it's not a big deal. Some of you guys may be wondering how I've been getting the copious, amounts of diamonds that I have been getting. Oh my god. It's like all of a sudden I have the burps. Alright, here we go. I did just eat a fantabulous dinner. There we go. So we're mining just diamonds right now. You can see there's 70 in this little 32 by 32 chunk, and we would be out of range now pretty much of that. And by the time we got back, the base or the thing would be offline. I've had to jump start it 3 times in the past couple days, which is fucking annoying, but it's all good. Now our base is up, chunk loaded, at least the majority of it. I mean, obviously what I'm calling the satellite base over here is not chunk loaded, but that's only needed. Okay, so we got 64. That's only needed when we're bamming and jamming and doing actual 5xing, which coincidentally I found out we do not have enough throughput in our brine to maintain it. All right, this should still be on. Yes, thank you. So yeah, right here, This, we do not have enough chlorine. Sorry, I said brine, chlorine, which then feeds into this, obviously, which then makes hydrogen chloride, and that's what lets us, well, it's one of the things. I don't think it's actually the 5X. Oh, actually, it is the 5X thing. Well, no, it's one of the machines in the 5X tree, but it doesn't matter. The point is, I don't have enough of this shit to run everything consistently. The reason I never noticed before is this pipe has an inventory, just like this one does, except you can't, okay, now I can't see any of the inventories. You used to be able to. There we go. So like right here, you can see this is a massive inventory of power. There's a massive inventory of hydrochloric acid in here, or chlorine, or whatever. You get the point. So you only notice when you do, like, I think I had to run like 3 or 4 inventories worth of ore through that to make it cause a problem. And even then it wasn't much. Okay. And so with this, remember I was bitching yesterday about, at least I think it was yesterday, I was bitching about this thing having remnants in it. I've cleaned them all out, so they're good. It's not a problem as long as you're running bulk one type of ores, which is all I'll ever use this system for. We're never going to be doing like low scale or low tier ores anymore. We're just going to be bamming and jamming high scale or high tier ore. So like 4,000 or 5,000 iron, stuff like that. So we will use it. It shouldn't be a problem. I have droppers. I can get those out. Oh shit. I haven't talked about the base. Yeah, it's different. The wife fixed it. Say hi, Kat. I don't know if y'all heard that, but she said hi. She came through and literally threatened to divorce me because of the hideousness of this. She wants to redo the whole base, which she may or may not do in her off time as it bugs her, but she did fix all of this. So the problem that we had right here, and you can now see we have smart cable, so it'll tell you, I was feeding all this off of the disk drive, which took a channel. And so because it took a channel, I went from 8 to 7, which is why I couldn't get them all running. So now they're all running, they're all bamming and jamming, everything's great. I will be adding additional, what do you call it, molecular assemblers on top here, and I have acceleration cards in everything, which speeds things up. It's still fucking slow. Okay, so let's take a look at the gold progress. You can see we now have 15,000 gold in here, which sounds like a lot, but it really isn't in the grand scheme of things. And you can see this is about, I would say, maybe an hour to 2 hours worth of gold. So, I mean, we are making gold, but it's still not quite where it needs to be. Now, obviously, this is just the gold. We have other requirements that we're going to have to deal with, which is why we're going to have to scale the farms. But scaling the farms, as you can see, this is a couple days worth of work. Now, granted, it's a couple days worth of work passively, not actively, but it is still a couple days worth of work. I have moved, obviously, I've left the original farm up. The original farm is now fully tier 5 up here on the top, and then it is diamonds over here on this edge, and then fully tier 5 over here. Eventually, I'm going to set up another floor over here once I finish this floor, and then that will be probably all tier 5 and or diamonds. I'm not sure yet. It'll probably be diamonds, and then we'll do iron, and then, you know, we'll just scale from there. I don't know how tall we'll go. We'll see. We can do 2 per machine, so it's not a big deal. I have almost completed the farm. There is still a few blocks here, but I already went ahead and started another row just because there really wasn't any need to go all the way over yet because I'm still only halfway. I did mention that I was going to show you guys how I got the diamonds. So you can see we have 0 diamonds right now on me. So boom, 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 boom. Oh, shit. That's fine. It doesn't matter. I mean, it does. Oh, my God, I'm terrible. All right, so we go boom. No, please. Fuck. I have to fix it. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. So, and then I just fly, and then boom. And there we go. All right, perfect. Now we're out. Okay, so we had what, 64 plus 5, so that's less than 70. This hammer has fortune 3, and usually I will do between 5 and 10 minings with the doohickey. the digital miner. And you can see we ended up with almost 2.5 stacks. So we took 1 stack in a little bit and got 2.5 stacks. So you can obviously tell what it'll be like if I were to have 10 or 15 stacks. We also obviously have the diamonds going, which kind of bums me out because the diamonds need to have 1 extra slot in the middle, whereas the gold only needs the outside, which is kind of a bummer. Okay, what else? Did I miss anything else? I'm going to take this down. I don't need it. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. I did want to show you guys how much essence we've gotten. Yeah, we're up to 8,900 essence. And again, that's not terribly long because, again, I have been making just tons of these growth things. Just absolute shit tons of them. And obviously, we need absolute shit tons more. It is slow, but one of the things that one of the guys mentioned on the stream, or not stream, but in the 1.122 packs Discord, is it's pretty much faster than the machine can go. So this machine is capable of doing 2 rows at a time, or 2 layers at a time, and it goes from right to left. So it'll go like this, and it goes all the way down, and then it goes back. And so we're waiting for it to go back. Okay, now it started. So you can see it started on the right, and the whole, we're only at like what, 5 or 6 layers deep, and it's almost completely respawned. I'd say about 50%. So I'm probably going to need to go 10 deep before this thing will completely stay grown. Obviously, we're still waiting on more seeds to come in, but I figure about 10, 15 deep, and it will just constantly be breaking. And unfortunately, there's no way for me to increase the yield on these. I can't put fortune in it. I can't scale those gold things up at all. So, I mean, I can't make them... Dog, what are you doing? Like making chewing noises. I can't make them tier 5s. Like these will drop 5 essences. These will always drop 1. Occasionally I'll get lucky and they'll drop a seed, which is funny because they drop a fuck ton of seeds. I literally did this before I got on, so it's been less than 20 minutes and I've made 30 seeds. I don't know why all of a sudden I'm getting a shit ton of seeds, but we are. I'm not complaining because it's going to make it very easy for me to fill this up. Now, once we complete this, I need to start looking and seeing if there's anything we can do with the seeds. I think there's... Okay. I think there might be a... yes, seed reprocessors. I don't know what these do. Yeah, I have no idea what a seed reprocessor does. I'm hoping it will... I guess we can find out. You want to find out together? Fuck it. Let's find out together. Because I have a lot of seeds to reprocess. I have a metric fuck ton of seeds that need to be squished into something useful. Oh, I swear, I was so tired the other day when I recorded that video. Oh my God. Like, I haven't been that tired since I got my CPAP machine, and I lived that tired. Like, my whole life was like that. But I'm so used to typing down here, so I keep typing, and then you'll notice it clears. And it was pissing me off because I was like, I thought like maybe I was hacked or like, you know, something was like some malware was on my computer. No, it's because of this stupid setup this Ethereum made me do. If I type up here, it'll stay. But because down here mirrors this and not this mirrors this, I have to type up here and not there, which is fucking annoying, but I'm sure there's a way to fix it. I'm just too stupid to mess with it. I just honestly don't give a fuck. It's fine. Block of solium. How the fuck do I make this shit? Solium dust. Prudentium essence and soul dust. What is soul dust? It is soul stone. How do I get fucking soul stone? Soul sand and some form of stone. Okay. Soul... son of a bitch. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. I mean, it's not, but it... God dang it. All this for a test. And I'm sorry the videos have been more like update videos this week. We are going to go to the moon and or space soon. I've had to do... I've literally worked probably 70 hours the last 2 weeks. There's been some stuff at work that I fucked up on that I had to get fixed. And when you're patching like really, 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 really old servers, or really out of date servers, it takes a while. So not only that, but I had to fucking rebuild. I think I mentioned this yesterday, but I had to rebuild the whole fucking Windows cache on a server, which is a nightmare from hell. I mean, it's not hard, but figuring out that is the problem is, and that's honestly, for those of you guys who are ever thinking about getting in IT, that's literally your job. You know, a lot of people, and I know I had this thought when I was quote unquote growing up and, you know, planning on what I was going to do for the rest of my life. I thought that you'd go and get an education and then you would know everything, so to speak, or know what to do, so to speak. And then you'd go to work and you'd do what you knew, right? So there wouldn't be many surprises. There might be an occasional surprise. And then, you know, you just fix it because, you know, you were the guy. No, that's not how sysadmin, at least in IT, works at all, or at least not at my job. At my job, you see new shit all the fucking time that you've never heard of, and you have to spend, and literally my job is just figuring out what the fuck is going on and like how to fix it. And it's literally, that's it. It's literally knowing how to use Google, how to do searching, how to figure out, you know, well, honestly, it's knowing how to figure out what to Google, I guess is the right. You have to have some, you got to be a black belt in Google Foo. You got to be like an 8th degree black belt in Google Foo to be a good sysadmin. Because if you're not, you're boned. So like today, for instance, saw something that I've read about before, but I've never actually, what the fuck? Dude, I will end you. Anyways, something I'd read about a long time ago, but I'd never heard of. And we have an old, at my work is a company that was 5 companies that merged, right? One of the companies bought the other 5 companies. Well, in the process, they have a bunch of domains. And for those of you guys who don't speak computer geek, domains are basically clubs that your computer joins that allows your company to manage those computers. So when you're in that club, that domain, you're kind of segregated from other computers that aren't on said domain, and it allows your admin to do control-y bits, you know, like push updates, do patches, you know, make sure you can't go to Facebook, you know, report on you if you do porn, things like that. Anyways, when you have multiple domains, it can get tricky because you have multiple domains. You have multiple clubs, and the clubs don't necessarily like each other. So getting the clubs to communicate and all of that can be a pain in the butt initially, but we got it working. So we had 5 domains, we're down to 3. And one of the new hires needed to get on a share drive that was on one of the other domains. And the problem is we had a bunch of snow here in Texas, so everybody's working from home, and it just became a problem when she started working from home. It was not a problem before that. Now, this hit me right after I clocked in, and it was handed to me from service desk, so I wasn't awake, wasn't really planning on it, hadn't even eaten breakfast or finished my coffee yet, and this girl cannot log in to the share drive. And her access was fine yesterday, but it's not fine now. And she can't log in. We can't figure out why. It's weird. Well, and it only happens at home. And I've dropped a bunch of hints here, but if you're a sysadmin, you probably already know, or you might already know, what the problem is. So anyways, we go in and I change her password because I didn't know that she could log in previously. That part had been not communicated to me, which is one of the joys also of being a sysadmin. What the fuck is this little... I have to kill it. What in the shit are you? An Ender Mini? Dude, that thing was fucking hideous. Whoa, hello. What is with the children? What is it, a daycare center for mobs? Oh my god, fucking kindergarten's out. So anyways, I changed her password, and that should let her log in. Doesn't work. What the fuck? I just changed it. It's still not working. Why is it not working? I'm like, okay, you know, maybe it's a DNS issue. You know, I had my help desk guy try his domain creds, which we know work because he's fucking using them right now. And they say incorrect password. And so now I'm freaking out because this server, is old. It should not be in service anymore. It's in service because shit. It's in service because it is a legacy system that runs legacy stuff. And I'm worried that maybe the domain controller won't let new logins happen for some reason. Like maybe the system's seized up, and if you're already logged in, it'll work. But if you're not logged in, if you're already logged in, you're good. If you're not logged in, you can't re-authenticate. And I'm freaking out because it's like 8 o'clock in the morning, and it's too early for this shit. I already got enough shit on my table. I do not want to deal with this shit. This is not the day for this shit. And I'm trying to figure it out. So I'm like, okay, we can ping the domain controller, which is basically your computer saying, hey, you there? And the domain controller saying, yeah, I'm here. And it can ping it. Okay. We can talk to it. We can communicate to it, but we can't authenticate. Why not? Why would the authentication break down? What in the fuck could cause that? And I'm thinking. So I have my help desk guy. I'm like, all right, you try just remoting in. So remoting in is RDPing in. It's a console that's like a little virtual terminal that opens up, and so you can act like that's your desktop. You remote in, and then it's almost like you're there, if that makes sense. It doesn't, for those of you who are nerds, or not nerds, but just roll with it. So I ask him, RDP in. So he already tries to RDP in, and it won't let him. And he gets a weird failure, and I don't remember what it was, but I literally copy and pasted that whole error in, and literally the first result in Google was, this happens when your IP address is the same as the IP address of the computer that you're trying to get into. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, oh, motherfucker. Well, remember I told you guys that this is an older system? It's an older computer. It's ancient. It was run by people years before me and my boss got here. It's old stuff, right? It's not current. It's ancient. And due to that, it's on the 192.168.0 X subnet. And to not get too complicated for those of you who are not nerds, a subnet is kind of like a club for network devices. So your computer and a bunch of other computers will all be in one address group. So think of it like an area code, so to speak, for networks. So you have an area code. If you're in that area code, that's your area code. And then your IP address is kind of like your phone number. So you're in that area code, which is in the group of computers. And then you have your phone number, or your IP address, which lets you get to it. Well, the problem was these were both in the same area code, and they both had the same phone number. So when she tried to call, she was trying to call herself, and her computer was like, what the fuck? I don't know what's going on. So yeah, and then, we spent like 3 hours, not 3 hours. It was like an hour and a half dealing with that while dealing with other things, while trying to handle other issues. And we finally figured it out. And then we realized, well, we can change it. But if we change it, this girl's remote. If we change it, she might not be able to log back in. Because if I make a change to your computer, especially on your network, then, okay, Solium dust. Is this Solium dust? No, it's Sol dust, not Solium dust. Can I just recook it to making it? So anyways, if I make changes, no, I cannot. Yes, I can. No, I cannot. If I make changes to your network and it kicks you offline, how did that? Okay, that was weird. If I make changes to your network, you may not be able to log in. And if you're remote, I can't fix it because you're not here. And if you're not here, there we go. That's what I need. Prudentium. So basically she would be fucked. So we didn't want to bone this girl because then she wouldn't be able to work. And if she can't work, then her manager is going to shit down my neck. So I didn't know what to do. So I called my boss and I'm like, dude, I can redo this girl's network, but if I mess up or her network fucks up, she's offline and she's done. She'll be done until the snow clears. And in Texas, if, there is they closed schools before the snow even got here. Like they were afraid. It's hilarious. They literally closed it before the snow happened. That's the level of crazy batshit that these people are. So, what do you mean by these people? The fucking school board and folks, and the parents and all that shit. So, Anyways, so my boss is like, yeah, don't fucking do that, because if you break it, then yeah, just have her go into the office. I'm like, she can't go into the office because fucking there's no fucking, it's snow outside. Everything's closed down. The office is closed. So, anyways, we call our manager up, and he's like, well, why does she need access to that drive? I'm like, dude, I don't know. She just asked. She called the help desk. We're helping her. He's like, well, get her ass in here. I'm like, all right, fine. So I bring her in here. So now we've got her boss. I've talked to my boss. I've got the help desk guy who originally has the issue. Then me, the sysadmin. And he's like, why do you need access to this? And she's like, well, I need this. And he's like, why the fuck are you going there for it? It's not there. It's over here. And she's like, oh, well, I've got access to that. I don't need it. He's like, great, we're good. Thanks, guys. And then he hangs up. And then she's like, thanks, guys. And then she hangs up. And me and the service desk guy are like just screaming because we just wasted an hour and a half of our time on something that she doesn't even fucking need. Like, literally, like, I make decent money. I don't make amazing money, but I'm like $45 an hour. Well, the service desk guy's like $30 an hour. These guys just cost the company like $75 an hour for nothing, literally. And that's how I that's how I started my day. It kind of went downhill from there. So yeah, it was not a good week. I'm ready for this week to fucking be over like you have no idea. Please let it end. Please. All right. Soul dust. I think isn't that just soul sand cooked again? I was talking and wasn't paying attention. So let's do it one more time. I'm sorry. I got on a rant, wasn't paying attention to my own shit. Yes. No, it's soul. Fuck. This recipe sucks, by the way, because it's like 95 fucking steps inside of itself. So soul sand. Okay, there we go. Give me more. Soulstone. Okay, put all this soul sand back in there. Boom, 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 boom. Go. Give me a stack. Let's do one more stack because I don't want to fucking have to do this again. I don't know what it is about some of these recipes. They're just ridiculous. It's like, you know what? What's the coolest thing? Nested recipes. Nested recipes are not cool. No, they're not. They're not cool. I don't know who thought they were cool. They were wrong. They were clearly wrong. I should have just enabled. I need to start a completely separate series called like IT rants from the dark side of the internet or some shit. Oh, bring D on and we can just make fun of our. Well, I don't want to make fun of our coworkers because it wasn't this girl's fault. She's brand new. She doesn't know. She's just trying to learn, what the fucking job even is. And, she was told by somebody that that's where she needed to go. So she thought she had to be there. And then it turns out she doesn't have to be there. And, I'm not going to get mad at her over, she's the fucking new girl, right? It's not new girl's fault. And it's whoever trained her and whoever's, watching her. It's like, but, everybody else is busy and they got their own shit going on. So, the life of IT. So anyways, I said all of that to basically let you know that once you grow up, it doesn't get easy. Especially if you're in IT, half of your job is literally just figuring out completely whacked out shit that you will never see again, and somebody may not have ever seen. When you really get fucked is when no one's seen it before. There is a old school comic. What the fuck is that shit? It's called XCKD or some shit like that. It's a nerd comic. If you look around, you can find it. It's got a lot of engineering stuff on it, but occasionally it has IT stuff on it. And one of the funniest fucking jokes is, and if you're in IT, you'll get this. It's a guy on a computer and he's researching something and he's trying to find something and he finds a thread on the internet, and it's one guy who posted 8 years ago with the exact same issue he had and never came back and posted the answer. Like, assuming that guy eventually found the answer to a solution, and the comic is literally this guy screaming at his computer, the guy's handle, so-and-so, what did you see? What did you find? What did you know? And I can't tell you how many times as a sysadmin, you find a thread that's so close to what what you need, and you have no idea what this other dude found, and or it's just a little off or something. It's just funny. It's like I said, if you're in the field, you might you'll get it, or you might be able to relate. All right, show recipe. Oh, they turn into fucking, oh my god, I think I just came. This is gonna be great. Okay, so what is the recipe here? Because we need to this one's not gonna work. We need to make it bigger, faster, taller, smarter. Seed processor. Oh, I'm doing it in the bottom field again. Okay, so this one, a block of inferium. I don't think I have all that. Okay, I need a block of inferium. So essence, block of inferium. Give me one. No, just one. So next, start. Essence, intermedium. Next, start. Essence. There we go. Next, start. Essence. Next, start. Oh god, I just realized it's going to be using... Fuck. Way to go, Pyro. You just undid what you did, dummy. Thanks, troll. Appreciate that. I was aware. I was kicking my own ass. Reminds me of that liar with Jim Carrey when he can't tell a lie, and so he goes to the bathroom and he's beating the shit out of himself, and that guy comes into the toilet and he's like, what are you fucking doing? I'm kicking my own ass. Yeah, that's literally what I was just doing. We're not going to talk about it. Will you please give me my block? Damn, dude. I love how I, like, at the beginning of this video was like, it's faster. I promised. I'm not lying. Really. God dang. It's just those nested recipes. And even with what do you call it, all of the thingies I've got, it still takes a while. And with all of the upgrades I've got max upgrades in those fucking things. There we go. Going on up, moving on up to the east side. Intermediate seed processor. So I need intermediate essences, which I don't have. So we'll just make one more block. Thankfully, at this tier, they're pretty quick. Yep. Just click this, click that, bam, boom, bam. All right. And then we go split two. Gimme. And then, I mean, I know the fucking recipe by now, but I don't know if I have blues. I don't have blues. So I need one of these. I think I've actually got the red essence we need, so that's not going to be a problem. Don't need that. I really hope this thing is fast, because if it's not fast, I'm going to cry a little bit on the inside. If this just lets me do the tier, but it doesn't increase speed, it's just fucking evil, man. What is that? That line from... It's Sam Jackson, and I forget the movie he was in, but it was like this haunted hotel room, and the guy asked him, like, what's the big deal about the room, man? The room's fucking evil, man. I fucking love Sam Jackson. What the hell is this? What in the fuck? What do you need in here? This is not helpful. Does it literally coal? No way it's that easy. I just happen to have a shit ton of coal, bitch. Please work. Please. Hey, oh my god. Dynamite. Awesome. I don't know what this shit is over here. I hope it's not an explosion, because that would really be unfortunate. Maybe it's gonna give me magic or herpes or something. Please, God, don't be bad. It's like, well, we gave you a warning. We gave you a counter that ticked up before we deleted 97 chunks around your base. My fucking assholes. I mean, you did give me the counter, but you didn't. We played Doom music. Did you have your sound off? Did you not hear the warning? Warning. That would just be my luck. Okay, 28,000. And nothing happened. Okay. So I think that's the fuel, if I'm not mistaken. So if I take this out, all of it out. Why did we end up... What the... Did I just... Okay. Thought I just duped for a second there. Okay, I'm a little curious as to why this is not going down. Oh, it's because we still... Okay, there it is. So that's just the fuel field. That's literally all it is. Dude, this is sick. This is outstanding. Because it literally lets me... Because that was one of the things I was really pissed about with this mod was we're literally wasting. Because I don't need these seeds anymore. And like we're just burning so much. Because like here in a minute, I'm going to be getting more gold seeds than I know what to fucking do with. And it's just a waste. So, yay, we're not wasting. All right, well, I just realized it's been 35 minutes and I spent the whole time bitching about my job and stuff. So... that's a good stopping spot for today. We figured out how to process seeds. I showed you guys what all I had been working on and doing. One more thing. I got to give a big shout out to Just Random 95. He's our latest subscriber or member or YouTube member. Zatharian, Killa, Oakley, Thomas Tucker, Ronald Weasley, Coaster 99, Star Wars Josh Smith, X Legion X, and Sahada Blade. Thank you all so much for the continued support. I do appreciate it. If you guys didn't see my last video, can I not do tier 5 seeds? I can. It just isn't. I wonder if it's... Oh, it already processed them. Okay. Yeah, I thought that was weird. I thought I already put them in. Anyways, if you guys would like to help support the channel, there's a join button down below. If we hit 20 total subs, we will open the sub server up for everybody. I'm going to try and bungee cord it. So there will be a 1.122 server for you guys and then a 1.122 server for me. And then I'll be able to come over and say hi to you guys. I don't think I'll be able to bring resources or anything like that. I don't think Bungie supports that, but it might. I might be able to look into that. It is the same pack, so it might work. I have no idea how that works. Otherwise, I'll just be able to come and say hi. So you guys will be able to see what I'm working on, come up with a solution, and then show me the solution in real time. And then if I use your solution, I can actually just show off your fucking base. It'll be really cool. So if we hit 20 subs or 10 of the, what do you call it? The tier 2 or tier 3 subs, then I'll open that up. So right now we're at 9. So we need 11 more or 6 more of the top subs, or I don't know how many of the little $2 ones. It's 11 times 22, which is ridiculous, but I mean, it's still there. So anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I'll try and get you guys into the video tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday, so I will try to go to the moon tomorrow, but it may not happen. We may do a live stream, so that way we can just do the whole Galacticraft thing together. So if you guys would like that, let me know in the comment section down below. Help me fight that algorithm by hitting the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys in the next clip.